Have you ever said yes to something kahit deep inside gusto mo talagang mag-no? Maybe someone asked for a favor, may extra work na binigay sa'yo, or someone needed help. And kahit pagod ka na, you still said yes. Then later, you feel tired, overcommitted, or even a little resentful. Parang, ba't ba ako pumayag doon? And if you've experienced that, you're not alone. And in this episode, we will talk about why that happens. Because the interesting thing about saying no is this. For many people, hindi talaga yung request ang mahirap. Ang mahirap ay yung mga naiisip natin tungkol sa mangyayari if we say no. And once you start seeing that, mas nagiging simple at mas nagiging kalmado ang pagsabi mo ng no. Most of us were taught that when life gets harder, the answer is to think harder. But many of the biggest breakthroughs in my life didn't come from thinking more. They came from understanding the mind and learning how to quiet it. If you're a business owner, leader, or professional dealing with stress, uncertainty, and the challenges that come with growth, you're in the right place. In this podcast, I share realizations about life, work, and the mind, and how quieting the mind helps us think more clearly, make better decisions, and take focused, effective action. Welcome to Realizations with Clarissa. I struggled with this for many years as a recovering people pleaser. Lalo na nung nagsa-start pa lang ako sa experience ko sa leadership, sa business, and then sa coaching, people would ask for help, advice, time, madalas nga even money. And honestly, I really cared. Gusto ko talagang tumulong. Pero may moments na punong-puno na yung schedule ko, pagod na ako, halos wala ng energy pero ang lumalabas pa rin sa bibig ko ay, sure, no problem. Then later, tititigan ko yung calendar ko and then I'd think, ba't ba ako umuo doon? And that's when I started noticing something. Hindi yung pagsasabi ng no ang problema. Ang problema ay yung mga stories na ginagawa ng mind ko about what saying no means. And one common mistake is this. We believe na saying yes keeps relationships safe. So kahit overwhelmed ka na, kahit wala ka ng time, kahit hindi mo naman talaga gustong gawin, you still say yes. And from the outside, it looks generous. Pero inside, unti-unti kang nauubos. Kapag nahihirapan kang mag-no, mapapansin mo, may mga thoughts na ganito, na if I say no, baka isipin nila selfish ako. What if ma-disappoint sila? What if they stop liking me? What if isipin nila hindi ako supportive? So, quietly, your mind concludes that it's better to say yes. But underneath all of that, usually my fear of disapproval, fear of letting someone down, or fear na hindi ka magustuhan. So your mind tries to protect you by pushing you to say yes. Pero here's the interesting part. Your mind thinks saying yes will protect the relationship. But often, the opposite happens. Kasi kapag lagi kang nag-yes, napapagod ka, nauubos ka, nawawala yung time mo for what really matters. And sometimes, napapansin mo na may konting inis na. Parang ikaw na lang lagi yung nagbibigay, pero hindi mo masabi. So instead of feeling generous, you feel drained and resentful. Instead of feeling connected, you feel pressured. And over time, nagiging identity mo na siya. Ikaw yung laging available. Ikaw yung laging nag-a-adjust. Ikaw yung laging inuuna ang iba. And from the outside, people admire you. Pero inside, parang ikaw yung laging huli. Parang yung sarili mo, napapabayaan mo na. Imagine mo someone who owns a restaurant. Tuloy-tuloy yung customers. And the owner keeps saying yes to every order. Kahit overloaded na yung kitchen, kahit pagod na yung staff, yes pa rin ang yes. And at first mukhang good service pero eventually bumababa ang quality. Napapagod yung team, nagkakaproblema yung buong system. And the problem was never the customers. The problem, walang limit. And ganun din tayo, may hangganan ang energy mo. Hindi siya unlimited. So, what can you do instead? Instead of reacting agad with a yes, pause, just pause, take a breath. Then ask yourself quietly, do I really have the time, energy, and space for this? Because saying no is not about rejecting people. It's about protecting your capacity para when you say yes, totoo siyang yes. Authentic siya. Totoo ka sa sarili mo. A healthier way to see this is this. When I say no when needed, I allow my yes to be authentic. Mas nagiging honest ako sa ibang tao at sa sarili ko. And when you start seeing it that way, nag-iiba yung feeling. Hindi na siya rejection sa ibang tao, kundi nagiging authenticity na siya. Nagiging honesty na siya. And when you start saying no like this, your work improves because you focus on what truly matters. Hindi mo na sinasalo lahat. And your relationships improve because your yes is genuine. Hindi ka na yung napipilitan lang lagi at wala ka nang kinikimkim. And your well-being improves because hindi ka na laging ubos sa energy at hindi mo na laging hinuhuli yung sarili mo. You become someone who is kind, supportive, and generous but with boundaries. Someone who helps other people without leaving yourself behind. Parang sa eroplano, di ba? Before helping others, you're told to put on your own oxygen mask first. Not because selfish ka, but because kung mawalan ka ng oxygen, hindi ka rin makakatulong sa iba. Ganun din sa energy mo. Kapag ubos ka na, wala ka na ring mabibigay. So imagine this, next time that someone asks something from you, instead of automatic yes, you pause. You check your energy. Minsan yes, minsan no. But either way, galing sa totoong sagot. Hindi sa pressure, hindi sa habit. And suddenly, yung schedule mo, lighter na. Mas quiet na rin yung isip mo. Hindi yung marami kang naiisip kung ano ang mangyayari kapag nag-no ka. And your relationships, mas honest. This is something I practice myself now. Instead of automatic, yes, I learned to pause. Minsan sinasabi ko, let me check my schedule and get back to you. Simple. And that gives me space to respond instead of react with an automatic yes. And what surprised me was this, people respected it. Mas nire-respeto pala ng tao ang clear boundaries. So try this next time. When someone asks you for something, pause. Hinga ka muna. Then ask yourself, do I really have the time, energy, and resources for this? If yes, say yes fully. But if no, you can say, I'd love to help, but I can't commit right now. If you notice that saying yes is creating stress in your life, there may be a deeper pattern behind it. That's exactly what we explore inside the 7-day Mental Fitness Challenge. You will start noticing the patterns that lead to people-pleasing, overthinking, and overcommitment. And you will learn how to catch them earlier para hindi ka na madala ng automatic na yes. And if that sounds helpful, you can check the link in the description below. And remember, sometimes the most caring thing you can do for your work, your relationships, and yourself is knowing when to say no, kahit hindi siya madali sa simula. Kung nakaka-relate ka sa episode na to, follow or subscribe to the podcast so you don't miss future episodes. And if you know someone who might find this helpful, feel free to share it with them. And thank you for spending this time with me. I'll see you in the next episode of Realizations with Clarissa. And keep building your mental fitness, because a stronger mind helps us live better and work better.